Our heroes, Roose Blaine and Cirith Nagin, were never heard from again after the fight with Lord Radnar, but the story of their fight will never be told. Instead, I have a story to share about what happened to the galaxy after their deaths. The news of their death broke after the bounty for the heroes of Dantor was collected, and their bodies were given to Admiral Bilson. He chose to display the bodies on planet, showing the penalty to those who would work against the Empire. This action was thought to be one of control, but it was really an action of anger. The bodies remained on display for weeks. While on display, the citizens of Dantor would beg for them to be removed, remembering the duel and the good he did. But alas, those pleas fell on deaf ears. The anger from this action brought forth a mercenary force to attack the planet and bring an end to this display. The force funded by Rothan. But he was not alone. The friends of Cirith and Roose were along with him on this mission. Moto Chen, Chewbacca, Lassen, Officer Darren, Kurt, Qatar, and even little Linka joined the fight. The fighting was violent, but the city was used to these conflicts. The sides fought for weeks before the balance of power was tipped, as a second mercenary force arrived. This one was funded by Risha, at the request of Detective Larson. Wishing for his planet to be freed from the Empire, with the combined forces, the Empire was quickly driven from the planet. The bodies were recovered and given a proper burial. The time to rest was short before another Imperial fleet arrived to take the planet, but this one was met with strong resistance. Using the information collected by Sapphire, the forces were able to disorient and destroy the incoming fleet. On board the command ship was Gaddis Dane. He was in place to make sure Admiral Bilson was able to regain control in the system, but this was an opportunity for Rothan's revenge. He and his strike force snuck on board the command ship, easily making their way through it to find Gaddis Dane. Rothan was finally going to have his revenge and kill Gaddis Dane, ending their feud that had lasted for years. Rothan started to approach Gaddis Dane, slowly drawing his blaster. Gaddis was unarmed and on his knees. Rothan aggressively pressed the barrel into his head when a shot echoed in the room. It was that of Chen's, not of Rothan's, that had gone off. Chen spoke. "Do not sink to his level, Rothan. You have true friends who are here to help you. Now let's get out of here." The group left the command ship after setting the self-destruct. The explosion illuminated the night sky on the planet and broke the back of the Empire. They were in full retreat and did not return. The two forces stayed on planet for a couple of weeks to make sure it was safe and to say their goodbyes. Risha and Larson headed out to enjoy their cruise on the Solar Solace, while Rothan and his team were ready to continue the fight against the Empire in the Outer Rim. They returned to Lord Radnar's base on Gamor, but it was destroyed from Roose and Cirith, setting it ablaze. They were not able to find any good leads on Lord Radnar's whereabouts, but to this day they still continue to follow any leads they get and hope to catch the killer of their great friends, Roose and Cirith.